Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a top 10 video celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the DC Superheroes theme. That's right, it turned 10 years beginning in January. Technically, it was December of 2011, but worldwide, it was January 1st for the rest of the world. And we're going to sit down, we're going to look at my top 10 picks. There are nostalgia glasses on for a lot of them, and looking at them closer, I'm like, this isn't really, it's not that good a set actually looking closer. I know that I'm not going to include some of the ones that you want, and also for a DC list and someone who constantly complains about there not being enough non-Batman sets, the list is pretty Batman filled, but that's because I personally don't think we've ever really gotten a good DC set. I was looking back, I'm like, these figures and characters, wow, like amazing. Sometimes I forget some of the people we got, like Blue Beetle and Killer Frost and Reverse Flash in that one set, Lobo, things like that. I forget that we had those sets, but they're not really good sets. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's go through. So we're going to start here at the bottom. I'm a sucker for play sets, which is why this is here. Set number 76056. This is Batman Rescue of Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, however you say it, don't care. This set I love so much. I actually wound up selling the card because it's so similar to one that appears in a Lego Batman movie set, but then I rebought it, so I redeemed myself there. So we're going to stream that at some point this year to celebrate the 10 years. But I really love this set. It could be better, which is why it's spot number 10, but in 2016, it gave us Ra's al Ghul. Finally, we had been waiting for so long to get him. Getting Talia in the set as well was so awesome. Then to add to it as well, we got the Lazarus Pit, an official Lazarus Pit, and that little sticker there on the wall is just the cutest thing, okay? First of all, you're old, you jump in a Lazarus Pit, and then you're all muscular, like Ra's there. But then you've got the little heart there with the B and the T for Bruce and Talia, or Batman, I guess, and Talia. And I love it. I really love it. And last thing that I want to say about this is it actually also came with the Desert Bat suit, and that's actually one that appears in the Lego Batman movie. So it's just so cool to see them grab that suit from the set and include it in the movie. But we've talked enough about this. Love that set. Spot number 9, and it's only because of one vehicle. Set number 76013, Batman the Joker Steamroller. And that is because it's just the steamroller. The plane, it's fine. Like, it had this grabbing mechanism there. It's not showing it in any of the pictures, but it was able to move the wings or whatever. Don't care about any of that. That steamroller is one of the coolest vehicles I think we have ever gotten in superheroes. I'm going to include Marvel in there. I love the theme of it. I love the giant lips and the teeth, just the colors of the steamroller, the wacky wheels, and getting a construction goon there as well as the Joker with the fedora. Awesome. And it was the first set to ever have Batgirl as well. So there's a lot of things going for this set, I think. It's really great. Here's a DC set that I like. Set number 76025. This is Green Lantern versus Sinestro. The reason it's not higher on this list is because of the jet itself. I wish it was more of a construct. If it was less black in here and there was more, if that was dark green or even if it was a lighter green, it could have been a construct from his ring, and I would have been so much more on board with this. I think it would have looked so much cooler as well. We get so many black vehicles in the theme. Why not just have it be more colorful? The Sinestro core little charging station or whatever that is, it's a prison cell that they have him in. Don't know why. But also you could put the willpower lantern in there, so that's cool. Space Batman. This was when they cared and actually did sets based off of the video game. You could see that here, like how much the spacesuit as well was promoted and that whole game being centered around lanterns. Like, I love the fact that they did that. Look at the DC Supervillains game. Sorry, little tangent here. Came out in 2018. Following year 2019 sets, the figures and the designs from the games aren't even the same. They weren't even communicating. There were no sets based off of DC Supervillains. That's insane to me. So anyways, enough of that little tangent there. Love that set for that reason. awesome. Spot number 7, this might upset some people with how low this is on the list, and I apologize, but this is set number 6857. This is the Dynamic Duo Funhouse Escape. It is such a nostalgia-filled set to me. I had this it's over 10 years old now. Hard to wrap my mind around, but it's a great set. You'll see, and I'll talk about why it's lower in comparison to another one, but it's really, really cool. I think that I don't think that we've ever gotten a set quite like this specifically, having just this little display thing that you would see at a carnival that is just so complete with everything, having just like the dunk tank there where you drop him, as well as you're getting the ladder going up. You've got a little booth to like solve a riddle, and you've got the big hammer, just all the stickers in this set as well. There's a lot going for this. And the figures that you're getting in here. You're getting Harley and Riddler, who weren't in any of the other sets because this is a retail exclusive, as well as Joker, and just the fact that it's the Dynamic Duo, and I love that name of the set as well, that it's the two of them. He's coming in to rescue Robin from this. At the time I was playing DC Universe Online, very reminiscent to a level in the early stages of that game, so crazy to see that here. That's why, nostalgia glass is on there. Next up, set number 76040. This is the Brainiac Attack. Another near perfect set. Like, I don't know how you could improve this. It was a retail exclusive, and I love this thing to death. The shape of this and the idea behind this, it's one of the few actually DC sets that are really great. And I love that this is it's a Superman Justice League set. It's very clear. There's no Batman here. He doesn't need to be in here with a glider or something like he fights off against Lex and another mech. It's just Superman and Supergirl and Martian Manhunter going off against Brainiac again from the game. But just the shape of the ship, the skull, it's crazy that we even got this. I love this set to death. It is so, so awesome, even if it is smaller than the actual ship itself. Spot number 5, set number 76122, the Batcave Clayface Invasion. I think this is the best Batcave we've ever gotten. There's a really great one we got this year, but I think that this outdoes the original, even though it had and probably has the best suit transitioning ever in a set in that original one from 2012. This one does it better. This one has more to the Batcave, I think, as well as minifigure selection a lot better as well, which is why I'm giving it to the newer one. You're getting Clayface in here in a set, not a part of the Batman movie. You're getting this weird tank, which is fine, it needs to have a vehicle, but I love the Bat computer as well. It's referencing some sets from past years, as well as other things that aren't in the set, and you're also able to actually display the Batwing in the set as well. I did a whole video talking about this back in 2019, and the figures in here, just comparing, a lot better, I think. Alright, the next one here, spot number 4, I can admit, completely nostalgia purposes is why it's up at the top here. Set number 6864, the Batmobile and the Two-Face Chase. If you don't know, the original 2006 one was the one that got me into Batman, and we wouldn't be here without it. This set is the remake of that. That whole wave was mostly remakes, and I love this thing. I think it's one of the best Batmobiles, and I think that it also has such a cool car for Two-Face with that crane on the back to be able to rip into the bank and rip out the vault. I think is really cool, and it just gives me classic Spider-Man vibes as well, just having an old building like that. It's not stuff that we get too much in a chase or something like that in superheroes. We get that with police sometimes, but not here. And I think that just the Two-Face as well, and the goons, and even getting a security guard. There's a lot of figures in this set. Again, doesn't really happen as much if you look at some of the chases we're getting now. So this is awesome to me. I love the Two-Face design. Really awesome. So nostalgia-filled. Comes with a coin for the first time as well with the printing. And only time. I don't think we've ever gotten that back. So I love that set. Not as much as I love this next one, set number 6862. This is the Superman vs. Power Armor Lex. This is my favorite set from the 2012 wave, and it's because it wasn't Batman. I already had all of the 2006 sets that I wanted, minus the Batcave, and this was all that I wanted. We finally had Superman. We finally had Wonder Woman and Lex in one set. It was branded under Superman, and it was just so revolutionary to me. It's so nostalgic. Is it a great mech? No, it's not in comparison to like the ones that we get today with like Monkey Kid or things like that, but I don't care. This thing to me, it is perfect in my eyes. I look at this and it came with a kryptonite crystal in the laser and everything, and I love this thing. I don't care what you say. You're gonna be mad at me in the comments. This is one of my favorite sets. I love it, and it's a Superman set. It's not Batman. Take that, Batman, which you get the next two spots. So set number 76035. This is Jokerland, which is why the Funhouse Escape isn't higher up, because this set does so much more than that. Like, it's just so much wackier and crazier. You're getting the figures in this set are absolutely insane. Like, you're getting Joker, Harley, Penguin, Ivy, Starfire, Robin, Beast Boy, and Batman. So as great as like that first one was that's on the list, it's a great set. This one is just so much crazier. He's taken over this amusement park. You could see all the graffiti on the signs and everything, but that face there with the slide going down into the vat of acid, the mirrors, the little duck ride, the plant drop, and then we got Harley doing a stunt there, and this Batmobile also very Michael Keaton-esque. There's so much to this set that I love, and getting those Teen Titans characters in this was so awesome. Like, it was just such a golden age there when they put in desirable characters like that, which we're getting like Bronze Tiger these days. Next up here, I think a lot of people pretty much can tell what this is. Spot number is 1. It's 10937. This is the Batman Arkham Asylum Breakout. I think that this is the best Arkham we've ever gotten. And I could be biased because this is very similar to the Arkham games, which I have been waiting to get something more official than just Robin wearing a hood there. But the architecture of this is fantastic. You were also able to, I believe, if you were to buy multiple, it wasn't very difficult to actually expand and connect them. And that's something, looking back on, that I regret so much. But the interior is just fantastic. I love the little cells that you had and how you could swap out the signs depending on who you want to put in there. Also, because this came out in 2013, they included a prison cell at the top themed for Mr. Freeze, despite him not being in the set. That is awesome to me. Like, I know that back in the day there was like cells for the Penguin and Joker and different things, and Two-Face, I think they all had cells in the original 2006 Arkham, but they weren't themed like Ivy and Scarecrow and Riddler's were. Here they are theming that off of someone who's not even here, and that created such a cool stained glass on the outside as well. Ivy had her own little jar, which was cool, and even just the patient area for them to do tests on. The figures in here, I think there could have been maybe a little bit more figures because it is such a large set in comparison. Like, we just looked at that Jokerland one, and it has the same amount of figures, and one of them is a generic guard. So definitely could have, had maybe Hugo Strange or something in here for the first time, but it's still, it's a really fun set, I think, and the van as well, just the gate, it's just so gothic and so Batman. I think they captured this set so perfectly. I love this thing, and I think that it is definitively the best Arkham we've gotten. The Lego Batman movie one, it comes close. It really does. It's pretty good, but what do you think of this? What do you think of my list? Happy 10 years, DC, even if you are just Batman now. And as much as it's fun to make that joke, every time I say it, it does sadden me. It does sadden me, but rumor is that things are going to turn around, so we got to support it. We do. We really do. So, anyways, everyone, what do you think of this? I'd love to hear your top 10. I know I skipped over some things that I'm sure you guys love and adore, but this is just mine, and again, I'm so nostalgic for the old days, and I'm missing that. And some of the first DC sets we got there, if you noticed it, they're on the list. The ones that they tried to do with Batman, it doesn't work as well as those old ones, I think. But love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of them? What's your top 10? Leave them all down below. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.